Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome back to Subnautica Below Zero, where if you are enjoying the series, I would ask that you please consider leaving a like, a comment or a subscription. Any or all of the above help the channel grow and they help get this out in front of other people, so thank you to those of you that do that. Now, in our last episode, we went hunting for magnetite so that we could get the HUD chip to help us with resource gathering going further. At the end of the episode, I left you with me just getting back into the sub, and all I've done since then is basically unload everything from the sea truck, because that was admin that you guys didn't need to see, and as part of that I've had to build a new crystal lockup because we have so many crystals now. So what we actually need to do, looking at our organic, we are, ooh yeah, we're going to need to grow that spiral clipping, right. We're going to need to actually start doing some gardening. Have I got the external grow beds yet? I have. Excellent. So, I'll build an external grow bed.
The grow bed lets you grow plants and vegetables, providing flavorful options for evading scurvy.
Okay, yeah, I don't care about evading scurvy. What I care about is growing spiral plant, ribbon plant, and gel sacks. Really don't care about the creep vine sample because that's not the one that gives you the bulbs. Okay. So that is this little piece of admin we've wanted to get done for a little while. Cool. Ribbon plant we can chop up now, because I don't need any at the moment, but we can get spares. Oh wow, that gives you loads. Okay. Chop up gel sacks. Because we will want those. Cool. Okay, a little bit of gardening done. Excellent. Okay, so yes, we want the computer chip, but as part of that, we don't have any table coral, so we're going to need to go and get some. So we'll take a quick trip out to go and get some table coral, which should then enable us to build a computer chip, which will let us get the HUD scanning chip, which is what I want. Now, I do want to get the sea truck scanning module, which is the modded one that I've got. Get away! However, the catch-22 with that, and this is one thing that I do know because I saw someone else using it, is that it requires ion power cells to run, and we don't have those yet. So we're going to need to find some more alien artifacts to unlock the ion power cells. So what I'm thinking we might try and go and do today is go and get that body cache that Alan told us about, because although the sea truck's only got a depth of 300 at the moment, I've missed where I was looking to go to. We at the end of last episode did pick up some kite, so we can use that to give us a better depth module, which should let the sea truck go even deeper. So that's kind of the plan on that front. But I do need to get some table coral, because it is, I'm sure I've mentioned this before, it feels not rare but harder to obtain this time. In the second one it doesn't seem to be as all over the place as it was in the first game, because in the first game you could barely turn around without finding some kind of table coral. Like even really deep down there were random patches of it. So yeah, it's feels harder to find this time around. But right, there's one piece right there. I'm going to grab a few while we're in this area, because I'm sure we're going to need more computer chips. Look, there's one there that we went straight past. Chop. Lovely. Oh, there's one there. Cool. Excellent, so that's 3. Just want to get a couple more. But yeah, that was interesting. I think we all had fun last episode going and playing with the Shadow Leviathan. I did have a comment from one of you guys that was basically like, you didn't need to go that far because there is magnetite somewhere on the surface, which I didn't realise. I can't think where it is. I believe you, but I can't think where it is. I was also thinking about it, that I believe we might actually find some magnetite where I'm planning on taking us today. Which will be a thing. Yeah, and in theory might have been easier to get hold of than where we wound up going. But I mean, hey, we got to play with the Shadow Leviathan. I do need to try and scan them, but I mean, it's getting to the point at the moment that might wind up being like a bonus episode after the series is finished, because I'm having to go out of my way to try and do that at the moment. Yeah, I think the closest we got was that one that never happened because I got eaten before completing the scan, so yeah, that might be a bonus one at the end. But we'll have to wait and see. The other thing that I really want to try and get done is I want to get I want to turn the satellite off so that Marguerite is happier with what we're up to at the moment, because that will give us access to something super useful. So I do want to get that done as well at some point. Here we go. Right, and this could actually do with patching up. Oh! Ooh, oh, that's cool. I didn't quite realise it would do the repairs as well. Right, okay, so we've got our table coral samples, in theory. So, scanning room is this way. There it is. Okay, so we want the scanner room HUD chip. Lovely. Excellent. And then we probably want range or speed. I think range. I mean, we're going to burn through our magnetite, but ho-hum, we can go get more. 3. Oh, only 3. Alright, well, we'll give it a speed. We'll give it 3 range and 1 speed. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. There's that. And we've already got that equipped. Perfect. So now we can go and hunt for things if we need to. Here, ion cubes. Oh, that could be interesting to go and pick up, because we're going to need a ton of those. We've only got 1 at the moment. Right, one thing I think we're also going to need at the moment, because the still suit isn't quite keeping up in the way I thought it would, is I think we are going to need a water purifier. Do we not have one of those yet? We don't. Okay. Alright, we'll have to try and find a water purification station then. Right, okay, so like I said, I think we want to... Can we make these? Yeah, we need the sea... No, we need that. We need depth 2. Which ruby we've got. Synthetic fibres. Synthetic fibres we won't have. Okay. That's annoying because I thought we had those, or I thought that was going to be in place. How's this spiral plant clipping getting on? Because we're going to need that sooner than I thought. 37%. Yeah, okay, that's not where I wanted it to be. Okay. So we might not be able to go and do the deep stuff today then. So, can we... Not worried about the spy pingling at the moment, though we will need that. The parallel processing unit. Because we need the test override module. Okay, well let's build that. And then you can tell me what I'm still missing. Copper wire. I thought I had way... Okay, I've got 1 piece of copper. Okay, fine. We need copper. Oh, the iron cube's all the way down there. Alright, okay. Do I have a copper node? Copper ore. Have we got copper ore that we can probably go and get with the prawn suit? Because I'm hoping it's a drillable one. And then that will give us a ton of copper. Where is it? Come on, find it.
Robin, I have something important to share.
Another artifact.
Yes, although...
You cannot know for sure what it is, but it is certainly of significant import. I know.
Ooh. Okay, that must...
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
That's going to be one of the ones it just gives us. Okay, so... We're up here, and you're telling me there is copper ore down there. Okay. Alright, we'll take the sea truck. Hopefully it'll be mineable, because we've got the prawn suit with us. And then that should hopefully sort our copper problems out for quite a while. Right, and off we go. And that should hopefully give that spiral plant time to grow for a bit to give us the spiral clippings we need for the synthetic fibres. Because I think we got, or I had 2 pieces. I want to say I used one of them to make the steel suit. And the other one was used, basically planted where we've just done that now. But we couldn't do it when I originally got it because I didn't have the exterior grow bed. I can't remember when I got those. But yeah, I didn't get them at the same time I needed to do all that planting. But yeah, so copper ore. Like I said, I'm hoping this is a resource point because that's what. Well, if it's a small one we'd have to pick up by hand, it'd normally give it to us. There we go. That's beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, we will park that here. And then we are going to go in the prawn suit.
Welcome, Captain.
Why, thank you. And we're going to drill this up nicely. And that should give us tons of copper ore. Which will be good. There we go. So we are going to want to start making some story progress, which is why I want to get these parallel processes all sorted and everything along those lines. But the big thing we get from... Oh, something's just taken a chunk out of me. The big thing we're going to get is a really good food source. When we make friends with Marguerite. Cool. Okay. You took a chunk at me, didn't you? Didn't you? Right. So now I've got to patch up the prawn suit. It feels like it's got so much health because it takes forever to repair. Okay, there we go. And this is where the eagle-eyed of you in the comments are going to look and say something like, well, yeah, but it wasn't actually at 100 when you got into it. Okay, cool. So we've done that. We've done that mining. Let's make sure we never have to worry about copper again for a while. So let's go and get these ones over here. Looks like there's 2 nodes over in that direction. Which will be cool. I always find it strange, actually, when I'm recording this for you guys and I'm sitting there and I'm like, right, okay, so doing an episode of Subnautica, that means I've got half an hour to get stuff done. And, you know, stuff just happens. Like in this one, it was we needed a little bit more copper to make the wiring. And so we get the copper in, we start working through what we're trying to do. And then I look at the stopwatch I've got to the side and I'm like, oh, we're already halfway through the episode. How are we already halfway through the episode? I don't feel like I've made that much progress today. Which is... Oh, okay, this is a hand pickup one. Okay, so that should be faster because we're not going to be mining these. Okay, and there's a squid shark, lovely. Did you drain the battery in my sea truck? You did not. Okay, right, cool. Either way, that should be enough to get us going for a while. So let's head back to base. And then we can get that parallel processor built. I think we might go and do that and then we can make friends with Marge and get the really nice food source sorted. Yeah, I think that's probably the best play at the moment. Because I need to wait for that spiral plant to grow so I can take more clippings of it. I thought it was kyanite we needed for the next depth module. I must have been looking at the depth module 3, not depth module 2. But, oh well. I love this dock. This sea truck dock. I know I keep going on about it, but it was such a good addition. And what I really like about it is it seems like they took one of the mods that was in Subnautica 1, where when you dock, and I've only just noticed this, so that was on 85% health. When I step out, it looks like, yeah, see, it's patching the sea truck for me without me having to do it. Which was a mod originally, which is great that that's in there now. Okay, let's empty the prawn suit of its copper. Lovely, loads of it. Okay, so in we go. We might need a metals 2 container soon. Might need a metals 2 container. Which is not a bad thing. There we go. Do that. Metals 2. Pop those in there. We have organic, so we can put those in there. Right, okay. So now we can make the test override module. Lovely. Excellent. And I think for the prawn suit, how much more space, how many more upgrade components has it got? Because I want to stock it with whatever's left with storage. So you have technically 2. That's fine. Yes, I know there's tons more in there, but I only have that mod for the scanner truck module, because you need that to expand the number of HUD slots you can have. So I don't really want to use it on the vehicles, but also it seems ridiculous for me to fill up all remaining, what would that have been, 8 slots with storage. There we go. Okay. So that's that done. We're needing to take a drink. And this recycled reclaimed water isn't keeping up. Okay, alright. How is that spiral plant doing? Oh, that's looking promising. Nope, still not done. Okay. So, let's go and sort out the radio station to stop Altera spying on Marguerite. So we want to head for Delta Station Dock for that, because we need to go back up to where we were. And then yeah, we'll plug that in. Marguerite will invite us somewhere, and we get a good food stuff that's actually really good for sorting out your food and your water. So that might save us having to worry about the water purifier, which was so key in the first game to actually, you know, have reliable, safe drinking water without having to go hunting bladderfish all the time. Right, here we go, Delta Station Dock. Awesome. Right, and out we get. Okay, so now we need to climb our way all the way back up to the top, back to that radar tower up there. Now I know a good few of you watching this have played Below Zero and do know what's going on, but equally I'm aware I've got at least a couple of my work colleagues watching this that haven't played Below Zero. They've played the original Subnautica, but they're quite blind to this, so yeah, I don't know how many more people are coming to this blind. If you are, welcome. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're not finding me rushing it through, because I'm trying not to rush. I am genuinely just trying to stick with where I've been invited and not run along things, but equally I worry that the pacing's too slow, or it seems a little bit odd because I do know where I'm going. Right, okay, and then we're coming back up here. It's foggy up here today. Okay, and then we need to go up and round and plug in the test override. There we go.
Great. Now back to the terminal.
Let's do what the lady says. And then enter test mode.
Should do it. Please work.
Come on, before I get too chilly.
Yes.
Cool.
Satellite is down.
I am impressed. That was most resourceful.
Right, where's my phone call from Marguerite? Come on, Margie, old girl. There we go, that's what I want.
Alright, Altera. You win this round. Come find me at my greenhouse. I'm about 1 kilometer east of your position up on an iceberg. I have a present for you.
I'll come by if I have time.
Sure, whatever. If you have time for me in your busy social calendar.
I like Marguerite. She's quite entertaining like that. Right, for those watching both series, which came first? These stairs or the, you know, modern railings in Satisfactory that I'm putting everywhere? Because they look very similar, don't they? Right, okay, and then there we go. Docks down here. Oh yeah, I'm spoiled. Yeah, Satisfactory has spoiled me on that jump. I'm going much further now. I've got an upgrade in there. Right, okay, so let's go find Marguerite's greenhouse, which she said was 1 kilometre east of here. Off we go. So that's about, what, 700 metres past our base. That means we're going to be going past the Chelicera, which I'm pretty sure the story does this on purpose to you, to make you go past that Chelicera. In the same way that one of the life pods in the first one takes you ridiculously close to the front of the Aurora to get you exposed to the Reaper Leviathan. I'm pretty sure this is the same kind of thing. Yeah, look, we're just going straight over our base. So we're just going to keep heading in this direction. And there's some really pretty things out in this direction. But we're definitely going to be dodging icebergs. And this is one part of the game that I find a little bit tricky, because you do actually need to find Marguerite's greenhouse. And I never remember exactly where it is. And then, of course, you hit with the icebergs like this, so you can't keep going exactly east. Which throws it off. I think maybe what kind of helps us there is that we're going to have 2 points, because we'll have our base and the Delta Station dock in a straight line, so we can just, as long as those two are lined up, that should keep us in the right place. You got these icebergs under here. We've got these glow whales, which are another passive Leviathan, kind of like the reefbacks from the first game. Very pretty, the reef whales. Can't see anything, so that's no help. How far out are we? No, we've got about another 100 metres to go. Which makes me think it might be this iceberg here that we want to go up. Which would be good if it is. Let's go have a look. That's not a way up. Do we have a way up? Or are we not far enough? Okay, so we are now about 1 kilometre out. That iceberg's too small. Yeah, I think it's this one. What's down here, though? Let's have a look in this little tunnel first. Oh, that's just quite literally a little tunnel through the iceberg. To bring you up somewhere in the middle. Okay, alright. Okay, what's on this side? Still don't know if this is the right one. And I really can't see anything because of the snowstorm. I'm tempted, because of how cold it is, to take the prawn suit. But I mean, that's a big drop if I get that wrong. So, tempting as it is, I think we are going out on foot. Okay. So, part of what I hope we find around here... Yeah, this isn't the right one. This is one with a crashed satellite on it. I remember this one. But this is not what we're looking for.
This artifact could provide useful information. Processing. I can visualize a location where we may find an important component for my body. The image is hazy, but I am sure it is correct. A stark surface landscape, dangerously cold. Curved spires stretch to the sky.
Okay, there we go. So, another body cache explanation. But that was, like I said, not the one we were looking for. So, okay then. I want to get in the sea truck. I don't want to access the upgrades.
How do humans cope with the loss of memories?
Like forgetting someone's birthday? I don't know, it just happens.
When you die, some quantity of knowledge is lost forever to the next generation. Isn't that...
I'm warning you, if you call humanity inefficient one more time, I will swim us both into the mouth of a leviathan.
Is that sarcasm? I am still having trouble differentiating.
How inefficient?
Efficiency aside, does the loss of knowledge not create complications?
Well, on a personal level, losing someone can be traumatic. But it's harder to process the idea of generational knowledge. Humans aren't networked, so we can't even be aware of what we're losing moment by moment. We try to learn from history. Maybe it's not ideal, but it's what we have.
What happens when you no longer have the memories of others to combine with your own?
You make your own memories and interpretations. You have to experience life as an autonomous being. Discover yourself.
That idea is foreign to me.
There we go, another little update and patch from Alan, you know, on how he views humanity. These are things we're going to want. The fevered peppers, prepare for us to gorge ourselves. Hang on, why is it still saying I'm in the sea truck? There we go. Ah, beautiful. Food and water, and we're taking some of those home with us. Right, because I spotted on the horizon... Where was it? There it is. You can see it up there. That's Marguerite's greenhouse. That's where we're heading up to. Because you can get hold of those fevered peppers quite early on, and don't get me wrong, the fevered peppers are great. But you need to combine them with something you get from in here that you can only get once Marguerite has invited you in. So here we are.
Damn satellite hasn't passed by in a while. I guess that was your doing.
Sam's not the only one in the family who knew what to do with vague directions in old wire.
She was an original, that sister of yours. First time I met her, I was sure she was Altera through and through. Not a crease in her uniform. Sending those damn bird bots to spy everywhere. Then, she surprised me. Maybe a little too much.
Meaning?
If you really want to know, there's a PDA on the bench that can point you in the right direction. You need anything else? Don't bother me. But you can help yourself to the greenhouse. Least I can do to repay you for getting those spine pests off my back.
Cool. And now this is full of useful stuff for us because we're going to want to scan these indoor grow beds as we're going to need them. And there's just pots. Chinese potato plants. My beloved marble melons from the first game. But we won't be using them this time around. Wall planters, I think that is... Oh, we got the horseshoe shrub. Gives us shrub nuts, which I'm not worried about. We've got a couple of PDAs. And then this is what we want. Preston's plant. And we're going to want some of these. Not the plums, of course. But we do want those. And then we can scan Marge
You can
herself.
look all you want. There's more to Marguerite than any damn fangled gadget can see.
I do love that little nod she does about the fact that you're scanning her. But this is kind of where we're going to stop today. So yeah, we've progressed the story a little bit. We've now got another description of another body cache for us to look at. And another artifact for us to find. So we need to go and tick those two off. Oh, the sun's coming out lovely. We've got the Preston's Delight, which is what we need. And yeah, next episode, like I say, we're going to kick off. We're going to try and pick up these body caches. Hopefully the spiral plant will have grown by the time we get back to the base. But as usual, likes, comments, subscriptions, they help the channel grow. They help get this out in front of other people. And they help to let me know that you're enjoying this as a series. So thank you to those that do that. Other than that, I will catch you all next time.